Mames, way. What's going on, everybody? It's your homeboy Quetzalcoatl hitting you up with another video. Today we're gonna talk about the DannyGarcia versus Amir Khan fight that just finished right now in dramatic motherfucking fashion. Uh, let's first talk about what led up to this fight, and then we'll break down the fight and talk about both fighters' future. Leading up to this fight, if you haven't seen the press conferences of DannyGarcia versus Amir Khan, you can check them out here on YouTube. You'll see that during the press conference, DannyGarcia's father began having some racial. DannyGarcia's father is motherfucking racist like a motherfucker. He was saying some way out shit to Amir Khan, and that's kind of like the backdrop of the story, which you saw in the beginning of the fight today on HBO. You know, where they're interviewing his father and Amir Khan about that. I don't agree with anything that DannyGarcia was saying. You know, I think that was just stupid what he was doing. I think that he made all Latinos look bad. You know, he's Puerto Rican, but you know, I think he made Mexicans look bad, and anybody look bad when you just kick out racist shit like that. And boxing definitely doesn't need racism, but and he definitely is making his son's image look bad, because from what it appears, it doesn't seem like his son necessarily agrees with him. But you know, that's his pops. You know, so you can't really talk shit to his pops. But I think that he should just check his pops, because you know, all that shit that his pops is saying it's fucking up his son's image. You know, and if he wants to, because he just had a huge victory right now, and if he wants to continue to generate more hype and get hopefully a pay-per-view fight or something like that to get more money, you know, he's gonna need to tell his pops that they need to kick back with that shit or something, you know what I'm saying? But let's go ahead and talk about the fight from the first round. Amir Khan, I really like the Amir Khan style. I think that he's a solid fighter. You know, he's got really fast hands. His style is not necessarily a slick, you know, something like a like a Roy Jones or Floyd Mayweather or anything like that. He has a very unorthodox style in that manner, but he's effective, you know. And but the one thing that's always been suspect about Amir Khan has been his chin, and ever since he got knocked out, I've always watched his fights, but I've always been aware that, you know, when somebody hits him with a good shot, that's when you're gonna see what Amir Khan is all about, and that's what you saw tonight. In the first round, you also saw that HBO was showing a huge bias towards Amir Khan. And you saw, if you watch the fight again, you can see how everything that they were talking about all of a sudden changed. You know, because Amir Khan was the money fighter. He was the person that was supposed to generate, you know, possible fights, because they were talking about him fighting possibly, you know, Floyd Mayweather or Manny Pacquiao and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure Golden Boy Oscar De La Hoya also thought that Amir Khan was going to win this fight. The first round was a very close fight. I gave the round to Amir Khan, but you know, I also saw, like I mentioned with the bias with HBO, they really wouldn't talk about when DannyGarcia was landing effective punches. But I did acknowledge that Amir Khan won that round. In the second round, it was a little bit more even. DannyGarcia started upping his activity a little bit more, and he was able to time Amir Khan a little bit better. And he was catching Amir Khan when Amir Khan was pretty much just standing there. Amir Khan was showing somewhat of a solid chin in the beginning, but once you got in round 3, you saw towards the end of that round, DannyGarcia caught him with a huge left hook. And man, I don't know if you saw the last video, but with the Derek Chisora fight. But man, Khan was in bad trouble. Khan got up and he was able to make it out that round, and I give him credit, because as you saw last time when he got knocked out, he was out of it, and it ended in the first round. I think it was like a 56-second fight. This time, Amir Khan, you know, you saw, even though he doesn't have a chin, you saw he had a whole lot of heart. I mean, you know, out here they say, you know, he went out like a G, and that's really what happened. You know, his legs were pretty much spaghetti going into the fourth round. DannyGarcia could see it, and DannyGarcia just kept on, you know, working him. and little by little he was landing combinations, and he knocked him down twice in that fight, and Kenny Bayless ended up stopping the fight. I think that Amir Khan probably would have been able to continue, because you can see that he was, he was still coherent, but he was gonna get knocked out. He was already in bad shape. He's young. You don't need to ruin his career. Maybe he could get a rematch, but he's gonna have to definitely watch out for the with his defense, because his chin is his Achilles heel. As far as Amir Khan's future, I think that Amir Khan, still can be a viable name in boxing, but he's definitely gonna have to, start from the beginning again, because this was a very bad loss. Oscar De La Hoya, I'm pretty sure he thought Amir Khan was gonna win this fight, and a lot of the money that he was investing in the future was invested in Amir Khan and not DannyGarcia. So this changes business plans for Oscar De La Hoya as well. Which, if you see in the kind of like the interview where he was with DannyGarcia, he was smiling and shit. Not, I'm not hating on Oscar, because he's a businessman. He trying to, he's trying to make money. But you can see that he didn't expect DannyGarcia to win that fight. So he was smiling. He was kind of like, I don't believe that shit. But Amir Khan, he could definitely come back, but it's gonna be a rough road from here, but we'll see what happens, man. As far as DannyGarcia, like I said, he's got to watch out with all that shit that his pops is talking. He just need to check his pops and, tell him to kick back with all that racist bullshit, because it's going to end up fucking his money up. But DannyGarcia he just solidified at least a big fight in the future. I really don't know if DannyGarcia is gonna be a superstar, because this is his first like big win. He's had solid victories, like when he beat Kendall Holt and faded Eric Morales. I really don't give him too much credit, because Eric Morales is not the same fighter that he used to be. But he beat Eric Morales, so I mean that's good as far as on paper, because of Eric Morales' name. Kendall Holt though was a solid fighter, and he beat him convincingly. But this is his first big name victory, and if he can get anybody else at 140 pounds, there's Tim Bradley. I don't know if he's gonna have a rematch with Manny Pacquiao, if he's gonna go back down. Him and Marquez would be a good fight. I think Marquez would end up breaking him down, but I mean, you never know. I mean, look what just happened right now. But DannyGarcia, huge motherfucking victory. This is Quetzalcoatl signing out. Hit the motherfucking like button, subscribe button, do whatever the fuck you want.